After 5 years and many miles of traveling in my van full-time, I have a list of favorite destinations where I know getting around will be easy and simple. These are places where I can just focus on enjoying the adventure instead of worrying about accessibility. This week I found myself exploring a part of my home province of Saskatchewan that I've never really been to before. It's known for its rolling farmland, small towns, and wide open spaces, and I had no idea what to expect when it came to accessibility. There is no ramp or curb cut to get into this gas station. As usual, this trip was full of ups and downs, and I do a bit of problem solving to make sure I can keep traveling as comfortably and independently as possible. So I caved and I listened to all of you in the comments on some of my videos, and I have this piece of equipment that is going to solve all of my problems. So I am in Weyburn, Saskatchewan, which is kind of the southeast part of the province and not too far from the Canada-US border actually. And I've been meaning to get down here, but it's kind of just out of the way of where I normally hang out in the summers. But I was driving through and I've been wanting to get here because I want to try out their mountain bike trails. For probably about 3 years, I've been going back and forth with the ones that maintain and build the trails out here. And like they seem to think that after looking at my bike, their trails are going to be all good to go for my adaptive bike. So I wanted to meet up with them and like have them tour me around. But like our schedules just didn't work out, so I'm going solo today, which is always a little concerning, just because if I get onto a trail that's too narrow or has like a drop or something, yeah, there's not much I can do, especially if I can't turn around easily. So let's hope today goes smooth. I haven't been biking much. I've actually had an elbow injury. My ulnar nerve has been acting up, and so I've tried to give my elbow a break, and but I'm just feeling it. I need exercise. I'm not sleeping as well. My mental health isn't doing as solid, so I just gotta, go for it and see how the elbow holds up and get some exercise today. I made it to the trailhead. It was really close to where I'm camped, so mountain bike and hiking trails, non-motorized used only, and I'm gonna head on to It Begins. It's a nice green trail, looks like it's mowed, so it should be nice and wide for my bike.
Can't walk a straight line, can't walk a straight line, can't walk a straight line. I'm a child of the pines. Went to California, there I lost my mind. So I hopped on a freight train with the girl I used to love. Shouted at the sky, there is no God above. Until the stars fell down, one by one by one. The saints go marching on.
Climbed up a road to this trail. It's called Banana Loaf. Again, it looks like a mower's been down here. The guys that maintain it said it might be a little bit muddy, but they said don't worry, the trail holds up okay in mud. So yeah, here we go. Oh, it's not even bad up here because it's probably just run down, but it's gonna be a fun little trail so far. Yeah, a little tight. Not too bad though, just weeds. The trail itself is still wide enough. Whew. Problem with my bike is I don't really see what's in the weeds, what's in the grass, so those front wheels can hit something and it kind of pops me, it throws me a little off balance. Oh, nice, it's wider down here. Whew. Be careful here. Again, I'm just going nice and slow. If I start lapping this, I'll be cruising, keeping my speed a little more than what I'm doing right now. I think they got a little ride around here for the mower. I could have probably hit that. Next time I'll hit the jump. All right, it's a little narrow. Oof. I don't know if I want to go into this. This is where I gotta make decisions. It's been good so far, but I don't know about that uphill on the other side. It looks pretty narrow, and then I don't know what's on the other side of the hill. The mower has not been through here. Unfortunately, I think this is one of those times where I just have to be super smart about it and not even try going down here alone. I'm sure it could be good, but decisions. Let me look at the map. I think where I'm going, I could actually try and go to the left instead of this right. And it might be a little bit wider, a little more forgiving, and then catch up for the bottom third of Banana Loaf, which hopefully has been mowed. This might just be like a little route around, so I'm gonna try and connect with this left downhill. Oh, it's right here. It's literally right here. The other part of the trail that looks like it's way wider. So it should be good.
That's a cool bike.
Oh yeah, thanks.
You came from up there?
I came from up there. It's all mowed, but it looks like there's a nice double track there that goes across, but yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Happy riding.
Yeah, you too. Is that literally where it came from? Okay. Is this still Banana Loaf? Okay, we're still on Banana Loaf. Uh-oh. This is where the mower stopped. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's a little overgrown in here. Still making it. Oh, flowers. Sorry, flowers. Oh boy. Ooh.
The saints go marching on to the music of time, to the rhythm and the rhyme of chance. Oh, come on, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance. Let's dance, let's dance, let's dance.
All right, here is cookie dough. At the top, you see there is a black diamond. Black diamond for Saskatchewan is definitely not the same as like black diamond at Whistler or any bike park or mountains. Let's see if I can get a better look over here. Okay, from this angle, it doesn't look that bad. It looks like it just connects down there, and if I needed an out, I could get out there pretty easily, but maybe what I'll do is go to the bottom where it connects with that other trail and look at it from below, and then decide before committing to doing this. The fact that I am even thinking about doing it on my own it's a slippery slope. It's one of those things you don't want to regret later on, so right now I'm still playing the cautious route. Okay, I am so glad I was on the side of caution and didn't come. So I was like right up at that bench where I was videoing down. I couldn't really see. So the issue would be the rocks. On a two-wheeled bike, you probably wouldn't even notice them. You could miss them. But I have 1, 2, 3 wheels. I have to somehow make it down there and avoid all those rocks, and there's a bit of a side slope and it's steep, so very relieved I didn't try to go down that by myself. So I'm definitely patting myself on the back without falling over for not going down that and committing to it and doing some homework before going down, because yeah, able-bodied people like might have an idea of what it's like for an adaptive bike to go down, but it's way different than actually like experiencing it and going on a trail on an adaptive bike, because yeah, they wouldn't have even thought of the line that I would have to take. So I would definitely attempt that with the spotter, but on my own, no. So I'm gonna stick to the trails that I've already ridden and go out and cruise and have some fun. Well, I got a flat tire. I am about 1 kilometer from the camp spot and I'm debating. I do have a spare, I could change it, but I do have liners so that I could ride it if I have a flat. My one concern about changing it here is I'm not going to do a good job of putting the spare in. Like it might be dirty and I might not even find what caused the hole or whatever. So I'm tempted to just limp home on a flat tire. I was just about to do one more lap too, you know, when you're skiing or biking and you're like, oh, let's do one more. And then that's when something happens. So that is what happened. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna change it back at the campground, limp home. It's mostly grass and then a couple 100 meters of pavement, so it shouldn't be too bad. Just an extra workout, a little extra resistance. Ugh. And then I got ticks crawling over me, so I don't want to be sitting here feeling ticks all over me, so I just want to get back and get changed and do all that fun stuff. All right, so I put a new inner tube in. This is the old one. I knew exactly where the hole was. It's right about here, but there was nothing on the inside that would indicate, yeah, why it caused a hole. So yeah, hopefully it was just like a thorn or something that stuck in and pulled out, but we will see. Hopefully I hope it holds air overnight, but I'll check it in the morning. All right, bike is loaded. Looks like it's gonna rain here pretty soon. And I'm all itchy and gross from seeing ticks on me. So I'm gonna go have a shower and do a tick check. And yeah, hopefully that makes me feel a little less itchy and gross. Alrighty, well, we have a bit of a problem. This is the accessible shower, but this is a common theme where they have the bench on this far right side and then the shower is on the far left side. And when I transfer onto the bench to shower, and I do that so my wheelchair doesn't get soaking wet, when I'm sitting there, there's no way I am reaching that button to turn the water on. And I'm pretty sure the stream of the water is not gonna reach all the way to that bench. So yeah, this basically is not usable for somebody as a wheelchair user. Thankfully, I have a solution, so I'll still be able to get a shower in today. So if you've been around my channel a bit, you know that finding an accessible shower can be a challenge. I do have a shower set up I can use in my van, but it uses, you know, more water, and then I have to find water, fill and dump stations. And so if there is a public bathroom I can use, I try to use it. And I've run into quite a few occasions where like it's just not built properly, and yeah, I can't actually functionally use the shower even though it's supposed to be made for accessibility. And so many people in the comments have told me that I need to have a shower bench or a shower chair that I travel with, and like I agree, but I've withheld on that for a bunch of reasons. So number one, I just do not have room in my van. Shower chair is kind of bulky and awkward to find a spot in the van. So that is one of the reasons I've like held off on getting a shower chair. And then I just feel like it's a waste of space because I'm gonna use it very minimally, and like I hate taking up space in the van for something I'm not gonna use very often. And shower chairs are awkward. Like, to be able to carry it from my van to the shower, it's gonna be super awkward. I have to disassemble it all the time to get it into the van and to carry it on my lap, so I just didn't want to deal with it. I've put it off for so long. But now I have the solution to everything. This is called a Bowhead Nano. And it is actually made by the same company that makes my mountain bike, Bowhead, out of Calgary. And these are brand new on the market. It's all folded up, but it is a travel wheelchair, and it's a tiny one. Like, look how small this is. Look, it's got the perfect spot right here in my van. Doesn't take up any space at all. And it unfolds into a chair that will roll, which is way nicer than just a regular shower bench. It's not just made for showers. It's actually, the original purpose was for airplanes. So you can take it on the airplane, you can transfer onto it, and you can pull yourself down the aisle. If you're mid-flight and you need to use the bathroom, normally you'd have to get a flight attendant, but with this, it sits either under the seat or up in the overhead. You can independently go to the bathroom in the middle of a flight. I will use this mainly because it has wheels and it is small. So thank you. I finally listened to all of you in the comments. I folded. I now have a shower chair, and the nice thing about this is it's so compact but durable, and it'll fit easily on my lap, and I can transport it easily into the bathroom. So look at this, like this fits easily on my lap. It's nice and like uniform, square, rectangular. I can even have my shower bag and towel on top and still wheel without a problem. Okay, so this is the Bowhead Nano all folded up, and I'm going to unfold it so it can be used in the shower. I've only done this maybe once before, but it was pretty intuitive. Let's see. Okay, just open that up there. Flip up the backrest, and then it's got these wheels that they spin around. They can be in an upright setting like that, or they could be angled. So if you need more stability, you can make it a bit lower and angle the wheels, but they still roll. So I think I'll just keep them on a straight setting to try this out. So the footrest can slide in or out, and then there are brakes on the back wheels to secure it. So I've been waiting for an opportunity to use it, and finally, it wasn't that long before I found one. But this is where I leave you guys, and I'll let you know how it goes. Successful shower and honest feedback time. It worked even better than I thought it would. Mainly because it was just so easy to, well, you don't assemble it, but click all the wheels into the right spot. You don't need tools or anything. Also, the shower I was in didn't have a handheld wand, so being able to like spin the chair around and move side to side was huge. So then I could get the water where it needed to go. Definitely 10 out of 10. I wouldn't have had a shower without this. And it's so small. Like, I really thought I was gonna have to build out a separate spot for this. I had a, like, in mind, I was gonna put it up between like those 2x4s and build like special contraption to get it up there. But no, like, it fits perfectly in this little spot. So yeah, highly recommend. I will be using this for an outdoor shower when I'm boondocking. Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome addition to the van. So I'm just gonna grab a quick breakfast this morning. Then I'm gonna go get gas, and then I get to meet up with a friend I haven't seen in a really long time. It's gonna be a good day. Oh, I also need to remember to check to see if my bike tire held air overnight. All right, moment of truth. Yeah, my tire held air all night, so that's good. Let's hope it holds air on a ride. Gotta love small towns where the gas station was literally 30 seconds away. Right, small town problems. There is no ramp or curb cut to get into this gas station. I guess that means gas is free, right? If I can't get in to pay. All right, the step here isn't huge. I think I can probably jump it doing a pop a wheelie, but it's a little uphill, so might not be able to get my momentum that well, but I'm gonna give it a try. I was able to hop up that curb, but now I don't even know if I can get around this garbage can. Let's see. I got it, I think, now. Thanks. Well, the gas station attendant was very apologetic for the lack of accessibility, and he actually says that gas station is going to be like leveled pretty soon and they're going to rebuild it, so hopefully they'll make it accessible. I was also the first person to ever receive an Amazon package in the Amazon locker there. He had to figure out how to work it, but yeah, I guess a small town, something new to them. And I was able to get out of the gas station by just jumping down the curb, but many people would not be able to get in and out, so yeah, hopefully they do make that gas station more accessible in the future. So one of the great things about van life is I get to meet up with people along my travels that I probably wouldn't normally see, and today I am meeting up with my friend Jeff. He is an engineer, and we actually went through engineering, so I probably haven't seen Jeff in 12 years. The last time I ran into him was in Hawaii, and he's got a farm, and he's got this really cool social media account all about what it's like to be a farmer here in Saskatchewan. And so I went and I binge watched all of his little shorts and his little videos, and you know, we kind of reconnected that way. So I happened to be passing by where he farms, and so we're hoping to get up and fly today. He's got a plane and a pilot's license, so unfortunately it's just a little too cloudy. There's a lot of thunderstorm warnings and stuff like that, so we're not going to be able to do that. But I'm gonna go check out his farm, maybe check out like the crops that he's got going with the drone and stuff, and we're gonna look at a project that I've been dreaming of for my van. It's more of a safety project, but I'll explain that. If you happen to watch a video a couple months ago, you might know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna look at this project, see if he's got some ideas, and maybe use his farm shop and his engineering expertise as well to get another project on the van crossed off. So this is my friend Jeff, good old engineering acquaintance, and he's got a beautiful farm, and we're in his shop right now because he's gonna help me with this project. If you saw, a few months ago I actually got kind of locked out of my vehicle because the sliding door was jammed and I couldn't get in through the lift. So I realized I needed to have a way to get to my driver's seat just in case of emergency, and I can no longer make that transfer up to the driver's seat. It's so high. So Jeff is gonna help me build a little transition platform that I can use to get up there. So he's already just wrenching in there, getting right at it.
Two engineers modifying a vehicle, what could possibly go wrong? Yeah. And my dad built it before, well, he's probably about the same age as me, maybe, or a little older.
The idea, I've got these hinges that kind of fold down and flip up, and then Jeff mounted it to this bracket. The idea is to have that there, and then like a piece of wood on top, so when I need it, it's got a nice platform here, and then when I don't, it just flips down. It's completely out of the way. So that is the plan. The brackets are in. Now we're just waiting for the platform to get attached.
I want to ugly up your van shell.
Voila, here is the finished product. Now the question is, am I able to get into the driver's seat using this? Just kind of down here. So I don't have like two twists.
Because you don't normally come in that way, hey? No.
So this works perfect. So maybe I just gotta put my feet there. I'm trying to like put them there and then I just get wedged.
Yeah.
I think if I just like put them out while keeping my balance. So close. There we go. Woo!
Success!
I came to this region of Saskatchewan and Jeff's farm, hoping to learn a little bit more about farming. Instead, I got a lesson in hospitality. Jeff gave up his afternoon to build a transfer board into my van and then even welcomed me to dinner with his family. Small town Saskatchewan still has work to do when it comes to accessibility, but this visit reminded me that it's not the accessibility that shapes how I remember a place, it's the people.